Welcome to Salt Lake City, Utah, USA, also known as the Crossroads of the West. Now this video will provide 10 reasons why people love Salt Lake City. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to Salt Lake City, Utah, USA. Population around 200,000. Now just for context, we have a map here. We have circled Salt Lake City. Salt Lake City is 40 minutes from Park City and 45 minutes from Provo. Now this video will provide 10 reasons why people love Salt Lake City. People love Salt Lake City because of Temple Square. Although Temple Square is one of the top highlights of Salt Lake City, it's in the midst of a massive restoration project and many areas will be closed until 2024. Buildings are being updated and in some cases completely replaced, and a new tunnel is being installed to improve access and pedestrian flow. Temple Square is the holy place of Mormons. Spread out over 35 acres, you'll find beautiful flowering trees, colorful flower beds, fountains, and 4 key Mormon buildings: the Mormon Temple, the Mormon Tabernacle, the Temple Annex, and the Assembly Hall. In addition to these spectacular buildings, you'll come across several historical monuments highlighting important people and events in the faith. People love Salt Lake City because of Mormon Temple. One of the most iconic Salt Lake City landmarks is the Mormon Temple. Designed and built in the unique Mormon style, this stunning building was constructed between 1853 and 1893. At each end of this huge granite structure are 3 towers, the highest of which, at the east end, bears a 13-foot high gilded feature of the angel Moroni. The temple may be entered only by Mormons, but very detailed models of the spectacular interior are on display at the North Visitor Center that's open to all. People love Salt Lake City because of the Natural History Museum of Utah. The museum is a wonderful family activity or something to do on a cold and rainy day in Salt Lake City. Housed in a spectacular copper-clad concrete building with soaring spaces, the museum has more than 40,000 square feet of displays and educational facilities with a 1.6 million objects in its collection. Approximately 5,000 items are on display at any given time, and some of the highlights include the digital globe, dinosaur fossils, and a 3-story indoor canyon. There are 7 permanent collections including paleontology, anthropology, entomology, vertebrate zoology, mineralogy, and botany. The views from the observation deck out across the city and valley are spectacular. People love Salt Lake City because of the ski options. If you love to ski, Salt Lake City is a destination that should be on your list of places to visit. Within easy reach of the city are the ski resorts of Park City, Deer Valley, Snowbird, Alta, Brighton, Solitude, Snow Basin, Powder Mountain, and Sundance. Just up Interstate 80, you'll find the resorts of Park City and Deer Valley. If you prefer smaller resorts, Alta and Snowbird are on the Little Cottonwood Valley via Highway 210. Both drives are twisty and scenic. Solitude and Brighton are north over the ridge, over in Big Cotton Valley, only a few miles away as the crow flies, but over an hour by road. If you head north of Salt Lake City about an hour, you'll find 2 lesser knowns but still amazing results: Snow Basin and Powder Mountain. Powder Mountain has the largest skiable terrain of all the resorts in the United States and limits the number of skiers on the mountain to 1,000. For skiers and boarders watching their pennies, Salt Lake City is a great base with a good assortment of cheap and mid-range hotels and a wide variety of restaurants. People love Salt Lake City because of the state capitol. Set 300 feet above the city at the north end of State Street on Capitol Hill is the Utah State Capitol. This towering neoclassical domed building houses the House of Representatives, Senate, and Supreme Court of Utah. The interior is known for its marble rotunda, the Golden Room, a small gallery with changing exhibits. Along the main hallway are walled panels showing the development and history of Utah through the ages. You can walk the building on your own or make a booking for a guided tour. Be sure to look up at the paintings on the ceiling and don't miss the views out over the city to the snow-capped mountains from the top of the main exterior staircase. People love Salt Lake City because of the Mormon Tabernacle. The Tabernacle is a massive oval building with a dome perched on 44 sandstone piers. The sober interior, with seating for over 6,500, is noted for its fine acoustics. Free tours are offered throughout the day, and an interesting example of the acoustics is performed. If you are lucky, you may be able to attend a free performance or recital which takes place on a regular basis. At the west end is the gallery for the celebrated Tabernacle Choir, and above it is the great organ with its astounding 11,623 pipes. People love Salt Lake City because this is the place, Heritage Park. When after the Mormons' 1,300-mile-long trek, Brigham Young emerged from Emigration Canyon and saw the valley of his visions, he exclaimed, "This is the place." This park makes an ideal family outing and is just 15 minutes from downtown Salt Lake City. The park traces the history of the early pioneers and settlers to Utah in the mid-19th century, but some of the fun things to do here include pony rides, train rides, and a splash pad called the Irrigation Station. You can even dig for gold at the Treasure House. One of the main features at the park is This Is the Place Monument, a huge sculpture created in 1947 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of the Mormons' arrival in Salt Lake City Valley. The park also includes the Old Deseret Village, a living history museum built to resemble a typical mid-19th century Mormon community. People love Salt Lake City because of Joseph Smith Memorial Building. One of the main buildings in Temple Square is the Joseph Smith Memorial Building. Constructed in 1911 and originally known as the Hotel Utah, it was later renamed in honor of the first president of the Mormon Church. The building is 10 stories high and is made of glazed terracotta bricks which shine in the strong Utah sun. It's well worth stepping inside to see features like the marble columns, art glass, and the grand staircase. On site are the Legacy Theater, conference rooms, the Family Search Center, and 3 restaurants, including one on the 10th floor called Rooftop, which offers exceptional views over Temple Square and the city. People love Salt Lake City because of the Tracy Aviary. On the south side of Liberty Park is the Tracy Aviary with a large variety of birds from North America and around the world. One of the world's oldest aviaries, it was established in 1938 by a local resident. Perfect for families, the Tracy Aviary has 19 indoor and outdoor exhibits spread across a wide area. Be sure to see Andy, the Andean condor, one of the aviary's highlights. This huge bird has a wingspan of nearly 11 feet. Every hour there's a nose-to-beak animal show led by naturalists, and these range from hawks soaring above your heads to hand-feeding a pelican. There's a small fee to participate in these sessions. Larger and more intensive sessions are available for a higher price. People love Salt Lake City because of the Beehive House. The Beehive House, built in 1845, was Brigham Young's residence as governor of Utah and leader of the Mormons. He and his family of 19 wives and 56 children lived there for many years. Free tours led by church members take visitors through the mansion, which is furnished with many original period pieces. Some of the highlights are the intricate woodwork on the banisters and original woodworking tools used by Brigham Young. Of architectural note is the beehive on the turret of the house. This is the symbol of the industriousness of the Mormons, which also appears on the state's coat of arms. The reasons provided in this video are not all the reasons why people love Salt Lake City. If you've got a reason why you love Salt Lake City, pop it in the comments section. I'll make another video. I hope you enjoyed the video. Ciao for now!